Okay, so in this video today, we're going to find the area of compound shapes. Compound shapes are when you have more than one shape stuck together. All right, let's start with number one. With number one, you have a square and a rectangle. So go ahead and draw a line to divide those out. Then you're going to find the area of this one and this one. Remember to find the area of a rectangle, its length times width. Okay, so on the top one, it's going to be 30 times 30. And you may use you should absolutely use a calculator for this. That'll get you 900. So this will be 900 yards squared. The bottom rectangle is going to be 50 times 30. So the top one was 30 times 30 to get 900. The bottom one is going to be 30 times 50. Do that now. And you could pause the video if you need to, and then restart it. You should get 1,500 yards squared. Okay, now to get the total area of the entire shape, you're going to take your 900 plus your 1,500. And you should get 2,400 yards squared. Make sure you write down your unit and square it since we are doing area. Okay, number two. And you can pause this video anytime you need to get caught up and then restart it, but I'm going to keep moving on. Number two, you're going to divide straight down. You have a square here. To get this area, you're going to do 14 times 14. To get the area of the big rectangle, you're going to multiply the length times width. You're going to multiply 16 times 17. Then once you get those two areas, you're going to combine them by adding them together and write your final answer here. Make sure you write down your units, which is meters squared, after your answer. Pause the video to finish this one and then restart it when you're ready for number three. With number three, we have a rectangle on top, which is a square, and a rectangle on the bottom. So you're going to need to multiply your 32 times 32 to get your area for that one. Then multiply your 16 times 64 to get your area for the bottom rectangle. Then you're going to add those two areas together to get your total area. Write your total area down here and then write your inches squared. Okay? Pause the video now to finish number three and then hit restart for the next one. Number four is a little bit different. In this situation, we have a rectangle and a triangle. So I'm going to show you how to find the area of the rectangle and the triangle. Okay. First of all, let's start by separating them. Let's draw a line right through here. Okay. So as you ignore this stuff over here, look at this rectangle. We've got our length and our width, so we can multiply those two together. It's 20 times 12. Okay, type that in your calculator. You should have gotten 240. Okay, so this is 240 feet squared right in there. Now we're going to get the area of the triangle. Okay, for this example, I'm going to turn my paper sideways and look at the triangle going right side up. Now the area of a triangle is going to be base times the height, then divide by 2. Okay, so the triangle is base times height, then divide by 2. Now let's look at the base. Let me grab a highlighter for this example. Okay, right here it tells you that the measure of this part of the triangle bottom is 2 feet. And the measure of this part of the triangle bottom is also 2 feet. But what it doesn't tell you is this measure right here. So let's look at that. This measure right here is also the opposite side of this rectangle. And since this is 12 right here, that means this part right here also has to be 12. Let me grab a different color highlighter. Since this is 12, this part has to be 12. Okay? Now, we're not doing the base of this part times the height divided by 2, but we need the whole base, guys, here. We've got 2 and 12 and 2. So we need to do 2 plus 2, which is 4, plus 12. Let's see what 12 plus 4 is. That's going to be 16. So the entire bottom of this triangle is going to be 16 all together. Okay? Now just ignore everything down here. We're trying to figure out the area of this triangle. So we have a base of 16 times a height of 12, and then we're going to divide it by 2. So grab your calculator. We're going to have 16 times 12 equals, then hit divide by 2 equals, and you should have gotten 96. Okay, turn the paper back the right way. The area here is 240 square feet. The area here for the triangle we just found out is 96 square feet. So we need to take those two numbers and add them together. So we're going to take 96 in our calculator plus 240 equals 336. 336, this is feet squared. Okay, pause this if you need to, and then we're going to go on to the next one. Okay, all right. The next one, we also have a triangle and a square. So let's separate them out. Okay, now your square is 4 by 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So we know its area is 16 meters squared. Now the triangle, we need to get the base, so let's look at it. We have 1.5 here, 1.5 here, but we need to know what's right in here. So to get the measure of this part of the triangle, you look at the opposite side of this square. If this measurement is 4, then this measurement right here, from here to here, is 4. So what you need to do is add 4 plus 1.5 plus 1.5 to get the entire bottom of the triangle. So put that in your calculator. Pause the video if you need to. Add your 1.5, your 4, and your 1.5. Okay, so the total bottom of your triangle all together should be 7. Now we're ready to find the area. Remember, the area of a triangle is base times height, then divide by 2. Our base is 7. Our height is 6. Then we're going to divide by 2. What's 7 times 6? 42 divided by 2. You should get 21. 21 meters squared is the area of your triangle. Now I want you to take your 21 and add it to your 16 and put your final answer down here. Don't forget your units squared. Pause the video and then restart when you're ready for number 6. For number 6, we still have a square and a triangle. We just need to draw the line in ourselves. For the square, we're going to multiply the length times the width, 20 times 20, and get our total. For the triangle, we're going to take the base times the height, and you can turn it sideways if you want to. The whole base is right here, and it's opposite of this side. They're the same exact length, you guys. So if we have 20 here, the base is 20. The height, how tall it is 10. So we're going to do base times height, 20 times 10, and then divide by 2. Go ahead and do that now. 20 times 10 is 200, divided by 2 is 100. So the area right here is 100 centimeters squared. I want you to take that 100 and add it to your answer for this area. Then put your final answer underneath and don't forget your centimeters squared. Pause the video and do that now. Okay. For number 7, you're going to divide out the top. This little square, you're going to multiply the length times the width to get the total. Then multiply the length times the width for this rectangle, get your total. Take these two totals, add them together. Don't forget your units squared. Pause the video and do that now. For number 8, right here, we have a shape. This dotted line means it's on the outside. It's not part of our shape. It's just telling you how tall it is. And I'll show you why. If you divide this straight down now, you have a triangle and a rectangle. Okay? We need to multiply the length times the width. But this says it's 8 feet all the way over here. I only want to know how long it is from here to here. I do know that from here to here it's 3. The whole bottom is 8. If I take away 3, what am I going to have left over? What is 8? Take away 3. Should be 5. 8 minus 3 is 5. That means this length right here is 5. This length right here is 3. Okay? Now we can get the area of this little square. 5 times 5 is 25. To get the area of the triangle, you're going to do base times height and then divide by 2. How tall is this? There's no number here. Oh, it's a square. Look on the other side. It says 5. So that's how tall it is. It's 5. The base is 3. The height is 5. So we can multiply 3 times 5, then divide by 2. Go ahead and pause your video and do that now. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. Don't let that scare you. That's the area of your triangle. Add it to the area of your rectangle. Then write your final answer down here. You will have a decimal, but that's okay. Make sure you include your units squared. Pause the video if you need to, and then go on to the last problem. On the last problem, you see how we have an 18 by 18 here? That tells me that if I just divide this line straight down, I'm going to have a nice little square. Multiply your length to your width to get your area for this one. Then multiply your 20 by 21 to get the area for this one. Add those two areas together for your total. Don't forget your units squared. When you get all done with the paper, make sure you put your name at the top. Don't worry about teacher. I know who I am. And over here where it says date, put the date. Leave the score blank so I can put the score in there. And have a wonderful day.